What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 14 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded Malekith and Naggarond Inc. campaign. Attention Naggarond Inc. workers. Be advised that the upcoming Death Knight holiday will be observed at our offices. No time off has been scheduled, and anyone hiding from the Witch Elves will be given to the Witch Elves. From all of us here in administration, have a miserable Death Knight. Anyway, as we saw last time, Moransti, whose name I finally pronounced correctly, or more or less anyway, fought against Silostra Deerfan. Silostra is down but not out, sitting outside of the Black Forest, and hopefully we can finally catch her, or rather than allow her to escape. We still have a few turns of the offering to Anathrema after all, so that ambush chance really needs to work for us while we can. We have a decent bit of money as well, and Hellebrand is advancing northward while Malekith advances south, so things are going reasonably well, and we are gearing up to confederate Morathi next and to begin the invasion of Ulthuan. We can see the Sword of Cain hovering just in the distance there, so tempting, so close, and well, I'm sure that Malekith wants to grab it. Anyway, before we get started, the last, or I should say the episode before the last episode, was only a single episode in the 24-hour period, though I do know that people need to catch up to these episodes, so maybe I'll, for the threshold, for the 300 300 likes and 30 comments threshold, maybe I'll use not the previous episode, but the episode before last, just to give people more of a chance to catch up. But anyway, the offer still stands with regards to episode length and faster uploads and all that. And then when we start dropping below the threshold, I will probably return episodes to normal scheduling and roughly half-hour episodes, as I do for other campaigns, which is generally the standard on this channel. But anyway, I digress. Maybe we should have like a little thing saying the thresholds for various things. Something to think about in the future, but irrelevant for now. Let's get started here. I don't believe we have to move anybody, so that's at least nice. I do want to check, wait, do we have any more Death Hag capacity? We do not. Okay, we do want a Death Hag for Malekith, and it would probably be fairly useful because he doesn't have quite the healing and that he normally would. Oh, speaking of healing or casualty replenishment, I believe that Crone Hellebrand, now that she has Eviscerate, can get Death Knight survivors. Hey, I talked about Death Knight at the start of the episode, and it's only right that we get the casualty replenishment named after it. Fantastic. Alrighty, what a fun holiday. Oh, Dark Elves, I love you. Alrighty, anyway, that is about it for what we need to do, except two things. First of all, I think we're going to start resummoning a few lords, namely the ones that we may want to delete, i.e. the ones that would have low or zero loyalty, just so that we can destroy them and them not, being in the screen, because it kind of irritates me that they're there, and we can hire higher level lords without loyalty problems. Anyway, I believe both Shakara and Fern Harvest are open for this, so we'll take Fern Harvest here, and we'll keep you outside of the Black Forests, like so. You have an Evil Choir Master, but you can lose it, because presumably you're going to rebel next turn, and then we'll do the same thing where Malekith is with Shakara. They'll both, well, let's hope they both rebel next turn. Yeah, they're both at 0. You can, oh, you have a factor. Okay, we shall give the factor to, let's say, Moransi for now. Moransti, damn it. Oh, we should also probably lose that Banner of Eternal Flame on you. And before I forget, you can have the Hive of Slave for now. Have the factor also for now. You have an Evil Choir Master. You can hold on to the Degenerate Kettle Drum. I love these ancillaries, they're fantastic. They make me laugh every single time I read them. And then the Banner of Eternal Flame, while we're at it, can go to Malekith. I'm not entirely sure that he actually needs the flaming attacks, but, well, we can still make some use out of it. Do we get a lot of benefit out of the Scarecrow Banner? It is a lot better in SFO than it was in, well, non-SFO, but, Also, I forget, the Blood Banner gives us weapon strength as well as frenzy, in addition to the frenzy, and Malekith does not have frenzy. I don't actually see frenzy here. Wait, whoa. Maybe is it an augment? Passive ability? Huh. He should actually have it. Maybe it's not visible when we have it here. Interesting. I'll have to pay attention to whether he actually has it later on, but for now, let's give him the Blood Banner. Oh, I haven't given him the Blood Banner until the melee defense is fixed. Alright, fine. We'll deal with that afterwards. And just have the Banner of Eternal Flame for now. And we'll keep the Bodyguard, though I'm somewhat inclined to actually take it away from Malekith. He actually probably doesn't need the Evil Choir Master, rather. Can these guys hold Evil Choir Masters? No. What about Sorceresses? No, they cannot. Damn, only Lords can? No, that's a little bit unfortunate. It's a decent amount of bonus control, but it's not worth a slot in Malekith's army. Anyway, Road of Skulls. Let's start with you. We're not going to bother upgrading the estates for now, and ooh, we're nearly to tier 4 in Harganeth, which will be nice. We could, in fact, instantly complete it right now if we wanted to, but we'll see if there's others and if we have money remaining. Let's build a slave district here. It's only 1,000 gold. Yeah, we can save 100 gold from it, but not a huge deal at the current time. Slaver's Point to most definitely get the Dark Palisade. A similar palisade has to be constructed in Black Creek. Oh. We should, however, pop the Slave Drive the Diktat here, so let's do that. Then we have the money reduction and the additional growth. Dark Elf Harbor for you, and then lastly, Slaver's Point. I mean, I guess since this is more or less going to be a militarized province, we could build a Shrine of Cain here, just a basic one, to get additional Death Hag and Cainite Assassin and Black Arc Reaver capacity. The alternative would be to build another military building. We do want Doomfire Warlocks, although they're probably going to be used in Marathi's army. As I recall, Marathi likes Shades, Doomfire Warlocks, and there's probably something else. Well, Shades and Doomfire Warlocks at the very least. And we'll see what else she likes afterwards, but probably... We could also build the Temple of Cain and Naggarond Kar instead, whereas we can build, for example... Well... We don't have a artisan's house here, but I was thinking about making this a military province anyway. You know what, build the artisan's house for now, but I might delete it later. It's not like it's super critical right now while we have the Halls of Ravaging here, and some stuff can be built out of Naggarond Kar. In fact, most stuff can probably be built directly out of Naggarond Kar instead. You also currently have Read Dark Portents, and you can now switch to Demand Highborn Hostages. Granite Hills, let's upgrade you. You have your Diktat up and running, so Dark Elf Harbor, and Money, and yes, the Dark Tower. And but not the movie. Yes to the book. Dark Elf Residences. Just interrupting myself. I'm wondering whether we need walls at Blacklight Tower, but I'm gonna hope that we don't, and either way, I do want to get the Sorceress's Abode, because once again, we need so many more Sorceresses to steal tech and tech up all that much faster. Storag Core, you're looking pretty okay. Wondering whether Clark-Haran, you know, it is in the middle of a bunch of territories. This might be a perfect place to build slave slums. Alright, let's build slave slums in Clark-Haran then. Circle of Destruction is a coastal territory, but it is not a, you know, it's the Sea of Malice. Nobody's gonna come here. At least I doubt it. So let's build a slave slum here as well. Fantastic. And that'll be more public order for everybody. Dagrak Sand, you are actually fine for now. Claude Coast, so let's upgrade that Dark Elf Harbor and those guild halls, but keep building those defenses in preparation for when Ulthuan probably tries to attack us in reprisal. Black Forests, I'm not 100% what should we do, or on what we should do with you. This might also be a decent location for some military territories. We basically need Shrines of Cain everywhere because we need the hero spaces everywhere, but for now I think the econ is more critical. Black Flood, you're okay, though your public order is abysmal right now. Palace of Ruin, hey, that's my favorite palace. Dark Tower for you, I guess, though... Well, it looks like we won't need the Slave Gate, or at least we hopefully will not need the Slave Gate. We should still probably pop the Slave Drive Diktat, built to grow faster and to build up. There we go. Alright, at least it's something. And we still have a little bit of cash remaining. Frozen City, we will repair you, and we may as well go for Demand Highborn Hostages immediately. Although, you know what? Wait, Shagrath is part of a different territory. Okay, yeah, so then we don't need to buff our own movement speed. Let's also, while we're at it, also pop Slave Drive here. And yeah, that's a lot of slaves, but... What can you do? Now, we can build shades out of here in Dargoth, but we don't need to. Let's upgrade the crafting district. Let us also upgrade, not Nagrar, but Dargoth. We'll upgrade Nagrar next. Repair you again, now that the cost is reduced, and we'll start with an artisan's house and continue with whatever else. Ooh, this place actually has walls. Fantastic. I hate how Norscan territories don't have walls, even for factions that can usually build walls. Is it... I don't know what the reasoning behind this is. Is it too difficult to dig through the permafrost in Norsca? The Dark Elves can build walls in the northern watchtowers, which have all of these. Oh, they're actually on the map. Nice. Yeah, so basically the Dark Elves have a bunch of watchtowers set up to fight against the invading Chaos forces from the north, a little bit like the Great Wall of Cathay, but obviously not as massive, though still reasonably effective, and they essentially use them to sally out of there and take out enemies. The Black Guard and other elite forces also train there constantly by both by garrisoning the watchtowers and then using them to attack the Chaos forces that are roaming around. Anyway, I digress. This has been your lore rant of the day. Temple of Adaoth. You are currently building a crafting district, but we can go for the growth building for now. Let's upgrade Hag Hall. And I just realized we could probably pop the slave drive diktat here too. Ugh, that was a lot of slaves that we just went through. We're gonna need more. Dark Elf Manors, and we're gonna go for Dark Hold. There we go. And then the Witchwood. Well, we're going to upgrade it. We're not gonna waste diktats on you. We're gonna demand highborn hostages. Let's upgrade it slowly, and let's make it grow. And I'm hoping that eventually, once this thing is high enough tier, we might be able to trade it to the Ancestral Throng for the Temple of Cain, which they really don't want to give up. Also, on the bright side, Naggarond is 3 turns away from tier 4 upgrade. As soon as we can get it to tier 4, we can build the Towers of the Black Guard, which will enable us to recruit Black Guard for Malekith, at least more Black Guard. And that'll be fantastic, as he's been waiting to swap out all these Dread Spears into his elite personal guard. Also, you guys have given me like a dozen different suggestions for names for Black Guard. In particular, we only have the 1 unit so far. Let's go with... Okay, I have so many to pick from. I don't remember which one was first, but, you know, all of the other names, let's go with Employees of the Month. It's a good name. I also really like the Shareholders. I'll give all the Blackguard names to these guys once they are replaced by Blackguard, basically. And then other units as we go. I'd like to get a few more elite units on the field. Anyway, I believe that's it. We still do have a little bit of money remaining, but we can hold it for next turn. We got 12 more turns until we have another sacrifice to Mathlan as well. We could build a few more Corsairs or something, but I think we're going to just continue with what we have, as we have a bunch of landmarks that we're going to have to build shortly, and those are going to cost decent amounts of cash. Skip, outpost available with Hag Grief. They do have Bloodrack Medusa, but we can build those ourselves, so it's not a big deal. Ooh, I do want to check if we have additional sorceress capacity ready yet, though. Sorceresses, yes, we're at 2 out of 3. You know what? That means whichever place has the nearest sorceress, we're going to get one on the field, and we're going to make them into a tech thief immediately. So you have construction costs for Temple of Cain and experience, and here recruit rank for Death Hags, which is swell. This is for Lord's Army only, so not helpful. Vicious. Is there anything here that would help a hero, an on-field hero? Perceptive doesn't do anything, and aggressive and intelligent. Hero self-defense chance? Alright, let's go intelligent. And then you are going to be renamed to Tech Thief. Alrighty, we do have limited capacity of these guys, but, well, we need at least 1 Tech Thief on the field ASAP. And then you can go into Specialist and then Steel Tech as fast as you can. Alrighty, lovely. Though I imagine that Morathi probably also has bonuses to sorceresses, so maybe it would be better to recruit them out of the ancient city of Quintex, or possibly where Morathi is, but we'll see. Anyway, Garrison Lore not moved, here not moved, that's all fine. It's in the turn. Let's see if we can catch Silostra, but either way, advance forward. Alright, Silostra, please. Do this for... Oh, yes. Okay, well, she's done. She's done. Ambush is successful. That sacrifice or that thing that we popped that gave us the additional ambush is so helpful here. Auto-resolve. We don't need to fight her again. We defeated the same army when it was a full army, so yes. Goodbye, Silostra. You were great. You were great. You made this... you made the chase fun. Auto-resolve. And a Talisman of Preservation. Would have been nice to steal some of her better items, but oh well. 69 slaves, nice. And 690 captives. Interesting. I'm tempted to murder captives for this because we get those rewards out of it, but we used so many slaves, so I think we're gonna have to enslave nonetheless. Even though the money was actually more worth it, but, you know, we don't want to bankrupt ourselves. I don't actually know what would happen to the Dark Elves if they completely ran out. Anyway, Fern Harvest and the other one, you guys should rebel. No, I'm perfectly willing to let you rebel. Oh, wait. Send aid makes us lose money? Or we gain 4 Chaos Corruption. Wow, that is irritating. Well, we're not gaining a bunch of Chaos Corruption, especially when some of our territories are not great in public order, and we're going to confederate soon, so we can't risk it. I guess we'll have to send aid. A message has been received asking that we send aid to the northern watchtowers, which I was just talking about these, which are ill-maintained and in danger of allowing the forces of chaos to slip past them. Such a thing would be troublesome, to say the least. Send aid. A chaos incursion is the last thing we need now. Reinforce the watchtowers. And ambuscator from her hand. Yeah, well, she spent a lot of time trying to ambush after all. Fern Harvest, you are not rebelling. Shakara did rebel, though. Fantastic. It's free XP for Malekith. Oh, look, the Sisters of Twilight have returned. You should die instantly. And Malekith, let's say, Kuran the Banner of Eternal Flame for now. Auto-resolve. Alright, you're done. Oh, are you actually gonna run? Really? You know what? We'll come back for you. I'd rather not risk having to, not having enough, movement range, because we need to take Isra Gorge so that we can trade it for however much money we can get out of the, out of these What? Really? We need to fight this? We need to manually fight this? Well, that's ridiculous. Oh, but the Sisters of Twilight there. Are we, you know what? Encircle. Wait. Maybe we'll do a cinematic fight, just a short one, and have Malekith duel the Sisters of Twilight in the air. I'd actually be curious to see who would win, because Malekith currently doesn't have a bunch of stuff that he wants. We should also really move towards Soul Stealer so he could heal himself. You know what, let's start moving through this while we're at it. Ooh, or, in the alternative, more sack value. Well, we're not going to sack this place, I guess. Oh, 2,000 gold. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. Oh, actually, it's always worth it to sack these places. Damn, I forgot about that. I forgot that these were Wood Elf outposts. Oh, wait, no, but if we sack it, we won't have enough movement to retake it next turn. I'd rather not waste a turn on it, to be perfectly honest. We still have to go all the way down here. So, Malekith, you're going to fight in a second with a little bit of a duel. Helibron, I just want to see what's going on out here. You cannot reach Shagrath in a single turn, which means you're going to go right here. And he's defending. Well, swell for him. Helibron, you are going to raid, and we'll see if he runs or not. I would prefer that he did not. This is way too many heroes, but obviously that's going to be changing. Also, you are nearly ready to get that next level of Black Arc, man. You gotta get to it. We can't move him, however, because we can't risk Halvor moving out and killing us. Jaden, you are going to land here for now, and you will also no longer need any items, as I doubt we'll be using you to defend. We may still have you transfer stuff, however. Also, Morancy, you're good, but Fern Harvest has not yet rebelled. We're going to wait for her to do so. You are going to take out Felicia. Please don't tell me she's going to run around the mountain, though. I'm going to be salty if she does, please. Okay, no, because she got defeated, we're fine. So, you should finally be done for. The faction should finally be destroyed. Let's murder captives. Action destroyed, the drowned, Scepter of Stability we don't really care about. Damn, I was hoping for a nice ancillary, but oh well. Alrighty, well, fantastic. We're gonna move you out. You need to get to Admiral Yorn to trade him a bunch of your stuff, and then you're gonna take these artillery pieces down to Malekith. Fern Harvest, you're going to stay nearby. because we're going to be killing you once you rebel. Mostly I just don't want these lords just annoying us potentially. Alright. And Warherd of the One Eye has declared war on the Heralds of Ariel. Well, damn. And the annoying aspect of that is that we'll have to, they'll probably destroy these places. In fact, it looks like they've already sacked one, so, oh well. Malekith, just wait. Bide your time. You've been doing it for 7,000 years. Do it for a few more. Tech Thief, go in and steal some tech. And Steven Zagalis, you're good where you are because we will be upgrading the Temple of Cain to final level and starting to acquire Executioners for Crone Hellebron. Fantastic. I feel like I'm getting elite units a little bit earlier than I do in other campaigns, and I'm absolutely loving that. Otherwise, I believe we're good. Recruiter Rivaris does not currently need to recruit until the Executioners arrive. Jaden, yeah, just stay here. I was thinking about maybe sending her back here for a bit, but no, they're fine for now. It's going to still be a few turns until Malekith can recruit stuff. Anyway, let's see if we can get him a duel going. Do we need to send anybody else up in the air? I guess is the question. As in... I guess we'll just have to see whether he wins or not. So stats like 58-47, but they do have poison and magical attacks. Missile strength is pretty hefty. Malekith should have greater weapon strength, though. He doesn't currently have his normal weapon. Should be an interesting time. We could obviously get an advantage if we get Kuran and Foros on air units, but I think we'll do without. Not that Malekith would necessarily want a fair fight. The only thing is, I might want to take out the Evil Choir Master here and put in the Scarecrow banner, and we can put it on the Sorceress. Anyway, this is obviously, well, actually it's not auto-resolvable, so we're going to fight it cinematically, mostly for the duel, but otherwise I'd fight it manually, because frankly, they can't win here. Alrighty, Malekith will, and so will Seraphon. We finally have his Dragon Mountain. Ooh, he has a little bit of armor there on his neck. Not as armored as I expected him to be, considering how armored the cold ones are. I want to just see Malekith sitting up on his little throne there. Nice little skull thing behind the throne, so you can see exactly where Malekith is located. Completely necessary. Though I'm surprised that he, you know, it's understated. I would have expected more skulls, but go figure. Guess he has a specific statement to make. Anyway, here we go. A battle is about to begin. I'm excited to have Malekith face off against the Sisters of Twilight, even though I don't think otherwise the battle is going to be much of an issue. The enemy is going to move forward with some Sisters of the Thorn, however, which we will have to be careful of, as they are a very, very scary unit. Thus, we're not going to bother moving our own melee army forward and just allow the Sisters of the Thorn to have a ranged shootout with our own ranged units. Malekith gets that noxious black dragon breath out, and it's one of the cooler looking dragon breaths, I think, for the black dragon as compared to a lot of the others. So very, very nice. And just like that, the Sisters of the Thorn are outie. No problem there at all, and they are both, I believe, shattered. So now we can move the rest of our army forward. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit while we do that and move towards those Sisters. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. They have sundered armor as well as 44% ward save and 16% physical. They're a lot more damage resistant than Malekith is. He's physically resistant by a massive amount, but he does have, or rather the Sisters have magical attacks, so this is irrelevant, and he only has 5% ward save. So even though he does a lot of damage, with them resisting half of his and him resisting basically none of theirs, they should be able to do more damage. That said, he is the better caster and has some interesting capabilities, and his army is, as we can see, most definitely in trouble. The enemy gets hit with a flame storm as it marches towards us, as well as a blade wind in the background, and I don't imagine the dryads are going to be too much trouble for our melee line, especially with the range support and the periodic casts that we will have going. That said, the Azurai War Dancers are going to be quite problematic for the poor Dread Spears, who will probably get ripped apart by them if there is insufficient support. But either way, that's not why we're here. This is why we're here, and let's see. And ooh, does this prevent Malekith from moving? Yes, he's stuck in prey of Anathrema, though fortunately, if the sisters do maintain distance, the two should continue fighting rather than Malekith being unable to actually hit back. Alright, not too bad, but it's going to take both of them quite the while to work through these HP pools, though Malekith is already a little bit damaged. This is not by and large due to the Sisters of Twilight, but rather he got hit by several volleys from the enemy Glade Guard and other Glade Guard as he was flying forward, plus the range hits from the Sisters as he went forward. He does also have his Potion of Toughness active, and we're going to pop that melee defense from the Cascading Fire Cloak just to get a little bit extra while he's debuffed to counteract it, and while he's healing in that Potion of Toughness. That battle clearly is going to go for a while. However, we do have an enemy Tree Man amongst our troops here. Not that I imagine is going to be too problematic against our armor-piercing range units, and the fact that we have two Masters to hunt it down. Sadly, it's in the shadows there, so it's a little bit too difficult to see. And well, I guess it doesn't really matter much. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. So Malekith, his leadership is absolutely fine, even though he's dropped to about half HP, whereas the Sisters' army losses looks like it's causing them quite a lot of problems. That said, that was only Malekith's first Potion of Toughness, and he has 2 more to go, so I'm pretty sure he can get up to full HP if the fight continues. I'm also purposely not using the range units of either kind, as in, well, actually of any kind, to help Malekith out, mostly because I just want him to fight this himself, and he's still hovering around half HP, but the Sisters have begun to drop. Damn that 44 ward save, though. I am jealous of that. I think the last enemy unit on the field is this unit of Azure War Dancers, though they are in a terrible position as they decided to chase off one of our unit of Dread Spears, only for basically our entire range line to be able to shoot them in the back. So, and this pretty much screws them over. This last unit is about to go, and Malekith and the Sisters are nearly at half and half, as in both are just about at half HP, and Malekith has risen above it due to those Potion of Toughness satchels. Fantastic. It's finally evening out, and we've popped that Tormentor Sword on the Sisters as well. Not that it will matter all that much, as they will begin to rout just as Malekith begins to overtake them in terms of his HP. Like I said, an easy battle. I would have loved to have seen the battle go all the way to the conclusion, i.e. the duel go all the way to its conclusion, but I imagine, once again, over time, Malekith would have come out ahead due to those satchels. It was a matter of slowly whittling down the enemy HP, and we could have obviously shot the Sisters out of the sky, but that's not why we're here. Seraphon wanted to play, and Malekith indulges his mount occasionally. Alright, ooh, and I want to see this, another one of those noxious black dragon breaths right into the back of the Sisters as they ran away. Alrighty, well done. We also got to remember that Malekith currently does not have a single point, not even the first point, into his fighting skill tree, so he's nowhere near as strong as he will eventually be, especially once he gets that Sword of Cain. But anyway, the Sisters run, the battle is over, and a decisive victory, and I don't imagine we will actually be seeing the Sisters of Twilight again, as their faction should be dead before they can come back, though it feels like they came back really quickly, doesn't it? Like 3 turns, not 5 or 8. Maybe we will see them again, but I still doubt it. We'll see. Alrighty, well, not a difficult fight by any means, except for possibly the single unit of Dread Spears, but we got what we wanted out of that, which was dueling and Dragon Seraphon versus, I don't remember the name of the dragons of the Sisters there, and then being dead, I suppose it doesn't even matter. And got a decent amount of cash out of that as well, at 7k. A very nice post-battle loot increase. I guess we do want to lean further into that. I would guess that we will probably want to loot and occupy it. rather than sack, so at least this way we get the slaves and the healing and we don't have to rely on losing our movement. Also, I do believe that because of the Satchel of Potions, Malekith would have eventually won the duel even if it hadn't ended prematurely due to the rest of the enemy army running away. We're going to repair the place and we're going to build whatever's cheap here. I was hoping for the for this to take 2 turns, and ooh, massive Slaneshi corruption, not that that is surprising at all. We are going to go with... I mean, if we're going to trade it next turn, which we probably are, actually just out of curiosity, how much is this currently worth to you? Isra Gorge is worth 9.8, so about 4k, yeah, so this is why I'm waiting. I want to trade it to Morathi for that little bit of extra cash, and ooh, wow, Malice. He looks like he's not doing so well against Sigvald. It would have been funny if we could confederate them both at the same time. We also have other missions. Let's take Halvor, and let's take double Halvor, I guess. And ooh, I see that there is an army there. And that is interesting. We'll see if they do anything. But otherwise, we head towards the Bleak Hall Fortress. We also want to grow this territory as fast as possible, so we will be building it up because we want that Val's Anvil. Upkeep minus 8% faction-wide is ridiculous. It's ridiculous for a single landmark. Especially considering it's for everything. But anyway, in terms of what else we have to do this turn, well, I guess it's just building. I already checked diplomacy, even though I wasn't necessarily intending to do so. Harganeth. We're going to keep seeing those estates of the masters until I upgrade them, aren't we? Alright, I might upgrade them just so that they stop staring at me. Hotek's column will need the slave drive here. And ooh, minus 327 now. We gotta reduce that. Construction cost and growth, please. We will go Dark Tower and Black Forests. Maybe we do want to build the slave pens here, but it's the control. The only reason that I'm not building slave pens everywhere right now is control issues, as it feels the slave slums are better. But Twisted Glade isn't really in between lots of territories. Like, it's essentially... I guess it would be valuable to... the Blacklight Towers province, the Granite Hills, and... let's see, Hotek's Calm. Oh, so it would only be these 2 provinces that would benefit from it? Yeah, then it's probably not worth it to build the slave slums there. On the other hand, it is a reduction in the amount of slaves used per building still. Yeah, alright, fine. We're gonna build the slave slums then. It's not super valuable, but it's valuable enough. There's also the option of actually just not building this at all here and building the Black Roads instead. But I think for now, slave slums. We'll see. Adjacency control bonuses are nice. Anyway, let's upgrade you for money. Dreckless Spire, yes, keep growing. Iron Frost Glacier. Okay, we're gonna skip on that, but let's not skip on the Dark Tower, and I guess that's another slave drive diktat? Okay. Gotta be careful. Alright, Dark Tower for you. At least our economy is really kicking off. Also, Hag Grief, 3 turns until you're ready for an upgrade. You are our slowest growing province by virtue of the damn Temple of Cain issue. But there isn't much we could do about it. Blackstone Walls, we might want to build here just in case while Hillebrand is busy, like Sigvald's full stack comes out this way. Although within 5 turns it should be safe. But we can always delete this later on and recoup our losses anyway, so I feel like it's better safe than sorry, as in better do this than have them go here. And if he shows up like right there, we can always fast build it, which will be of benefit later on when we need to potentially defend locations. Anyway, let's upgrade you and you to next level. Dargoth, we are definitely going for that Obsidian Quarry. And ooh, here recruit rank +1, all sorceresses. Always worth our time. Iron Sand Desert will be trading, so we don't care about anything there. And I believe that's it. Alright, keep hold of the rest of the money. You know what?
Supreme Sorceress of Grond.
Another 5? No. I don't want to lose the slaves, so we're not going to upgrade those. Building upgrade available. We'll ignore Garrison Lord not moved, and I did move the Tech Thief, unless I'm mistaken. And I am not. And unless these guys need an upgrade, which I believe they also do not. And oh. Ah, damn, I was hoping that we could increase sorceress capacity by building Spires of Sorcery in the Black Arcs, but alas, that's not possible. It's okay, though, not a big deal. We will continue then saving up for next turn, wherein we can build that Black Arc, or Grand Black Arc, I should say. Skip, and turn. And let's see if Hellebron has her fight this turn, or whether these guys are gonna run. Malice, what you want, buddy? You want us to join war against these guys? How about no? 17, damn, he rebuilt his army. I was thinking, what if we could possibly confederate them both? As in Morathi and Malice, but well, we'll be confederating Morathi this turn. And we got a Duel of the Dragons and a nice confed, unless something crazy happens right now, but let's hope not. Settlement besieged, Hag Hall, Doomglades, by whom? Oh, by Shakara. Oh, well, that's a little bit annoying, because if we go after her, we probably... Wait, it won't matter. The defenders of Hag Hall should be able to kill her. Settlement besiege is fine. You guys do this. Are you kidding me? Did she survive that? She survived it, did she?
Definitely not.
Okay, well, whatever. Whatever. Malekith here is still proceeding down to Bleakhold Fortress. And we should probably do this, Infamous Raider. Now, you're gonna loot and occupy this, and this one is auto-resolve, although I just want to double-check, where is Kazrak? Where are those beastmen? He's right there. Did his main army die? I'd still love to kill him. I don't want him standing around in the middle of our territory. It would be an issue. But anyway, that doesn't change two things. Thing first, let us take a look at diplomacy. Is there anything important to do here? No, it does not look like it. Wait! Hag-Grief is confederatable. Huh. Wait. Let me just give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm thinking. Malice is currently dead. This is a fact. But he's a legend, so he will come back, so that doesn't matter. Alright, I don't see why we wouldn't do this. Initiate diplomacy.
Speak, but the only
Join confederation.
is to seek profit from this.
Propose offer. Then... Okay, this is fuck. I hope I haven't screwed us, because I might have screwed us, but I guess we're about to find out. Ally lose outpost Hag-Grief. Then... we're going to train Ice Rock Gorge to Morathi.
What is it
for... wait. Alright, for 4.2k.
Such delight.
Then... we're going to go into Glory to Malekith, Druki, Subjugation, Morathi. Alright, and then let's see if I've screwed us or not. And nope, 5 turns. Fantastic. So, the Confederation sort of overwrote itself, which means we don't get the double debuff. We just lost about 6.5k gold per turn doing that, so we're definitely going to have to do a ton of admin, but 2 new legendary lords, Malice and Morathi. Absolutely fantastic. I'm very happy right now. And oh yeah, we're gonna have rebellions, and we're probably gonna have to delete a bunch of units here, but that is hardly surprising. We'll deal with that probably at the start of next episode, because I don't want to go overboard on the administration, but I do want to take a look at a few things. First of all, Morathi. You have... damn, you have all your quests. I was hoping to confederate and then counteract the public order with a quest, but it looks like she just out-leveled us. Oh, well. Then... what are your skills? So first of all, you have Dark Manipulator. You have Slay Cost Reduction for Sacrifice to Hecate, Upkeep Reduction for heroes in your own army. On turn, Start Lords in this character's region have a chance to gain loyalty, and Ice Blades are devoted to Morathi and gain a bunch of buffs. Yeah, this is why we want to get the Ice Blades down here. Then... I do like the cooldown for Sacrifice to Hecate as well, that'll help. So, we have Insidious. Hero action success chance plus 5%, all characters faction-wide. Decent for the sorceresses to steal tech, but not anything crazy. Then we have Endless Scheming, 10% movement range, all characters faction-wide. And I imagine, I know it says characters, but I imagine this counts lords as well. So 10% movement range is pretty significant faction-wide. It'll buff all armies. Then we have favorite assets. Yes, this is what I was talking about. The favorite assets of Morathi are Shades, Dark Riders, Doomfire Warlocks, and Scourge Runner Chariots. Okay, I wasn't... but really it's just Shades and Dark Riders with melee attack. But, yeah, look at all the buffs that we... this is pretty crazy in terms of buffs for Shades. And lastly, Shroud of Despair gives us... Okay, this is garbage. This is obviously garbage. Well, I guess the enemy leadership reduction might be decent. Otherwise, we have Tenacious instead of that. We have casualties captured from post-battle and income from post-battle loot. And as we just saw with Malekith, that can be pretty considerable. Alright, out of Insidious over Tenacious, out of the first point, I'd say Tenacious might be better. But this is hard to give up. I don't really care about the Assassinate action, because I basically never use Assassinate. Otherwise, what else do we have here? So, Rituals of Blood gives us ward save, casualty, or punishment in this army. So I guess it's whether 8% ward save across any unit is better than using the favorite assets and getting 8 melee attack and defense, which would turn Shades into much stronger melee fighters, instead of, well, I mean, they're already hybrid units, but they could be very strong in melee as well. This is a hard choice. And then upkeep reduction and casualty reduction from attrition for Morathi herself. Man. This is a hard choice. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this, because I don't immediately have an idea whether I like this better or not. Upkeep reduction... I mean, in the end game, the upkeep reduction on a single army won't matter that much, but right now, it certainly will. And, oh, I didn't see this. Oh, wow, magic item drop chance plus 20%. Don't really care that much about the diplomatic relations with Norska or Beastman, but there's potential, and this gives us corruption of Slaanesh in all provinces. Honestly, I really like the magic item drop chance plus 20%. I've stacked this to a massive degree in the in my current Karl Franz campaign, and you basically get an item every single battle, no matter what you do at a certain point. So it's a really good thing to stack. I don't like the Slaaneshi corruption in all provinces, unless we have a base anti-corruption, do we? Well, first of all, the ancient city of Quintex, no, it doesn't give us base anti-corruption. And, oh, she has the Charybdis in the Hydra building. Oh, fantastic. Oh, we're going to be building some of these soon. What I want to see is, do our base buildings have anti-corruption? Yes, they do. So every single base building has a -1, and a capital has a -2. So all territories will have a -3. And then there's probably research that'll give us a little bit of extra. So the Slaaneshi corruption wouldn't be a big deal. It's still a hard choice. I'm still kind of leaning towards favorite assets, but it's not like we'd really super need it for those units to be strong. Either way, we can't choose right now because we don't have the we don't have currently the one-button respec. Wait, reset skill points? Yeah, no, we don't have one-button respec. I'll download it after this, because clearly it's going to be needed. But you guys let me know what you think between Tenacious and Insidious. This is a hard decision. Malice I would also love to take a look at, but we cannot take a look at right now because he's down for 1 turn. Alright, well, we'll be getting him and his cavalry army with all that beautiful reduction for the Cold One Knights, Dread Knights, and Cold One Chariots. He is a Noglier Tamer after all, or Cold One Tamer, so it makes sense for him to have those. And oh damn, we'll also probably have a bunch of new lords that will need to be deleted because they will start at 0 loyalty. Anyway, some interesting stuff, and we're going to have to try to hold these provinces. There's a decent likelihood that we'll get attacked from one of these demon factions. I'm almost now tempted to ally with Archaon, even temporarily, while we work on everybody around us, just so that he doesn't declare war on us. This also does bring Wulfric closer, so if he redeclares war, he can go up there at the same time. Fascinating. Anyway, I know it might be a little bit early, but I'm going to call the episode here. Here's the thing. Well, oh damn, this guy ran. So if he hadn't ran, I would have probably fought this. Well, in fact, no, probably about it. But yeah, since he's gone, we're going to... Oh, he's right there. Well, we can't reach him now. I wonder if we sack, how much movement? Nah, not enough. Not enough to reach him. And ooh, do we risk auto-resolving this? I don't know. Right now, it's not important. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to call it here. I want to take a look at the Confederation stuff between the episodes a little bit, just to see what exactly we have, and plan out what we're going to build everywhere, and then I'll tell you guys about it next turn, or next episode, rather. there's going to have to be a bunch of changes because of this. Oh, also, we just met you. Huh. We could also confederate these guys, but you know what? Wait, have we sighted the elves yet? The high elves? No. So they don't know that we exist, weirdly enough. Which means we don't necessarily have to go down there for a few more turns yet. Malekith could take this, and then we could probably use Malekith and Morathi to take out the lizards, if we wanted to, before invading Ulthuan, as just an option. We should also make sure that we force Grimbrindle into some wars before he... well, he is in some wars already, so he's not so bad. But we do need to give him some targets. Anyway, lots of stuff to think about. Or rather, you guys let me know your thoughts. So there's going to be a little bit of an admin to do at the start of next episode. We do still have this battles for the Destroyer and the Supreme Spell Shield. I think we can't do this one yet because that's a lot of elites and there's reinforcements expected. Though the ability to counteract the Confederation might be nice. That said, we could always do that in a few turns once the public order drops more in a few places. It may make sense to do that as well. Though in our new provinces, especially the corrupt Morathi provinces, that's going to be a particular issue, and we may have to solve it with public order diktats as well. We shall see. We'll also get Malice up and running next episode as soon as we end the turn and start building him his Cav army. Though it looks like he hasn't built a cavalry building, a proper cavalry building in any of these places. Oh, we're also going to need to wall up his territories. Most definitely. Anyway, more stuff to come. Stay tuned for more Malekith. I did not expect to double confederate this episode, but damn well if it ain't great. We currently have 54 settlements on turn 51, which is solid, as well as all of these legendary lords at once, and more to come. So stay tuned for more Malekith. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.